Hey, this is Phyllis. This is the next step on assembling your 5-piece drum kit. Just showed you how to assemble the bass drum. We're going to assemble the snare now. This is a Tama Imperial Star. This is a 5.5 by 14. Be very careful with the snares on the side. I've already put on a different head. I have on the resonant side, I have the Hazy 300 Evans. Be sure and check your snares out. None of them are broke. That they're all laying even and tension even on the bottom of the drum or the resonant head. On the top of the head, I also have the Evans, the EC2 coated. Pull the stand out as such. I usually pull it all the way out. Tighten it up right here with this little screw. Then take your little pole. I don't tighten it up too very tight, because once you get to your drum kit, you're going to have to make your final adjustment. Bring this down just a little bit. Tighten it just enough to hold the drum. These just pull down as such. It's pretty easy. Maybe flip this just around a little bit. And this particular screw right here, this lets you move the snare drum up or down. I'll tighten this up a little bit. You want to set your snare drum up here. Make sure that these are spread apart all the way down. You want to make sure that the drum sits right in the pocket of these little arms here and not on top of them, and you want to make sure that the lugs are not sitting directly on top of them. This one's pretty close, but it's not sitting directly on top of it. You want to make sure that it's sitting flat down in the stand. And the little bottom piece right here, you want to tighten your snare drum up just a little bit, because you just want it just enough to where the snare drum doesn't lift. You don't want a lot of pressure on this drum, because it'll begin to crush into the snare drum and it will make it have a really dry sound. So I have it really loose right here. I check it again, make sure it's sitting down, and I just barely give it a turn, just enough to where I jerk it straight up. It's still loose in the stand, but it's not going to come out, because like I said, you don't want a lot of pressure on this snare drum, because it will just begin to crush it. It will really kill the sound and make your drum sound really dry. So this is just the basic assembly on the snare drum. And once you get it back to your kit, like I said, you can make your final adjustments as far as your height, your tilt, and also when you're putting your snare drum on here, make sure that it's a little hole here with the this is Tama Imperial Star, and I've got my Evans head. Make sure that that's facing, which mine will sit like this. Make sure it's facing to your outermost area. You don't want it facing back towards you or to the side. You want everything in sequence, looking really good. Okay, thanks a lot.